No matter where you are, whoever you are, whatever the occasion, plant seeds of fortune.
On Friday, the 15th day of November 2024, the Catholic Relief Service CRS, in partnership with the Standard Chartered Bank, launched a cash-based response worth 7 million Kenyan shillings. This initiative also provided food and other essential commodities for 200 households affected by floods in Mathare and Embakasi constituencies. The partnership between these two organizations, which began in 2022 during the longest drought in Kenya's history, has provided hope to many disadvantaged families, young people, and individuals living with disabilities.
In 2022, when we had a very severe drought, you all understand, or at least maybe in Nairobi people did not realize, we had a 4 failed rain season across the Asal or different counties out there. Standard Chartered Bank stood with us. They provided a lot of their support communities. At that time, they supported Nyeri County, Laikipia, and Kitui. After that support, we thought our business with Standard Chartered Bank ended because it was drought. When the heavy floods started, after some few weeks after that event, Regina called me and she asked, Robert, why are you not calling us? We need to support communities.
On behalf of CRS, we are extremely proud to be partnering with Standard Chartered Bank, and to be donating cash and in-kind materials in support of the flood victims with a value of more than 7 million Kenyan shillings.
The event, graced by Honorable Brian Mulama, the CECM for Talent and Skill Development and Care in Nairobi City County Government, included representatives from various organizations sharing how they are steadfastly supporting humanitarian efforts. Among them was Mr. Darren Passy, the county representative for CRS.
Obviously, as a relief organization, Catholic Relief Services, one of our key strategic program areas is humanitarian response. But we also are working in the areas of pastoral livelihoods and climate change, and youth development and youth employment and entrepreneurship. And so as we gather here today at this Mathare Vocational Center for this event, this is very much in line with all three of those program areas. Working in humanitarian response, CRS seeks to run along the continuum from immediate life-saving response to early recovery to strengthening sustained resilience. And we hope that these donations that we'll be providing today to those 200 households will help move these families along that continuum, particularly as they as they seek to rebuild their livelihoods, their homes, their everything that they have lost in the floods.
We want to give back. We want to come to you and say, what can we do with the youth? A couple of things I want to put into context about youth. Youth is, we look at youth from a program called Future Makers, and it's under the realization that markets like ours, Africa, our population is experiencing what is called the youth bulge, meaning about 70% of the population is of people who are below 35 years of age. We also know young people are experiencing unemployment. If you have such a big number of population that is not employed, what is likely to happen? A lot of inequalities. People suffer because they cannot get jobs, the businesses are not picking up. And that is even compounded more when there's a crisis like floods or drought. Then that means that the kind of impact it has on the young people becomes even more multiplied. So through our program Future Makers, we look at youth who are looking for employment, and youth who are looking at building small-scale businesses, and even more so youth who have disabilities, because that even compounds the problem. So you are youth, you have no job.
The chief guest acknowledged notable work done by different organizations to restore human dignity, further highlighting upcoming plans by the county government to empower young people.
They always say, what is it that you can do for the government? And truly, Standard Chartered Bank and CRS team, you are here to show that what is it that you can give to the government? What is it that you can give to the community? We want to appreciate and we thank you. We will always be praying for you. May God give you strength in terms of doing this. Want to also acknowledge different partners. I know there's another program that you're planning to have in terms of now developing our young people, different skills. We are humble and we appreciate the CRS team. You've gone out of your way to get us different partners. We cannot take it for granted. We just want to say from our hearts, we appreciate, looking forward to do more and greater things together.
In addition to launching the emergency-based response, the event included special training sessions on financial literacy and goal setting, recycling for income generation, and mental health, as well as life skills for youth.
We are also going to do a number of trainings to the youth who are studying here at Mathari. One of the activity today, apart from the donation, will be the mental health, mental discussion and financial discussion that will be led by the Standard Chartered Bank volunteers, who are more than 30 in the event here, who will be helping youth to learn through. And of course, the mental health care for families and communities will help them to recover from the long extended floods in this area.
Motivated by the gospel of Jesus Christ to cherish, preserve, and uphold the sacredness and dignity of all human life, foster charity and justice, and embody Catholic social and moral teachings, CRS is working with the national government and devolved governments to reach all affected families.
But now, to get it to 200, we had to use a number of criteria, including looking at the families with disabilities, young mothers who are either breastfeeding, or young mothers who are supporting families, families without parents. Those were the key criteria that we used. So to get it to 200 beneficiaries, we started with 900, and then went down to 700, and then in the end, with the committee comprising of all the people that I have mentioned, we ended up now having the 200 beneficiaries that will be receiving cash transfer to support them to bounce from the floods.
Their efforts extend beyond responding to flood victims to promoting human development by addressing major emergencies, fighting disease and poverty, and nurturing peaceful and just societies.
We're not only responding during the emergencies, we're trying to work with the communities on how to prepare themselves and respond once the emergencies are happening. So through the Vision 2030 in our current strategy, we have 4 main focus areas, emergency being one of them, health and nutrition is also another one, climate change, as we all know that all this is happening because of climate change. Water and sanitation is also another one. And of course, the one that is the reason why we are in Mathari is youth and youth employment. Those are the 4 main pillars that we are working in towards the Vision 2030 and where emergence is embedded to that.
The Catholic Relief Services was founded in 1943 by the Catholic bishops of the United States to serve World War II survivors in Europe. Since then, it has expanded significantly, now reaching more than 200 million people in over 100 countries across 5 continents.
I want to really reassure everyone that CRS is ready to continue to partner with all of you as we seek to strengthen hope and strengthen dignity amongst the households in these communities. And I want to thank all of you for coming here and supporting us and supporting the people of the Mutare and the Bakasi communities.
There's crime I travel through, passing through the test of time, and he will never make it out alive. The channel was perhaps supposed to be my home, and the stars and bones are my friends. You can never be at peace with yourself until you are at peace with everyone.
you.